All right, let's talk about something that's a way bigger deal than you might think. We're going to break down the story behind a single app, YouTube, on the Apple Vision Pro, and what it really signals for the future of, this whole spatial computing thing.
Okay, so let's just start with the question that was on pretty much every early adopter's mind. Can you imagine? You've just shelled out $3,500 for this piece of futuristic tech, you get it home, you fire it up, and the world's biggest video platform is just not there. It was a really confusing and honestly frustrating start for a lot of people.
Well, the good news is that's all in the past now. After a few months of waiting and using some clunky workarounds, the official native YouTube app has finally landed on the Apple Vision Pro.
And yeah, this isn't some rumor or a future promise, it's live. Right now, you can go to the Vision OS App Store and download it. And just that simple fact fixes one of the loudest, most common complaints about Apple's new platform right out of the gate.
But to really get why this is such a big deal, we need to jump back in time a little bit, back to the Vision Pro's launch day, and look at why this app's absence was felt so strongly.
So check this out. This timeline really tells the story, doesn't it? The very same month this incredible new device comes out, YouTube basically says, yeah, we're not making an app for that. Instead, they told everyone to just use a regular web browser. That was not the premium, futuristic experience anybody was hoping for.
And let's be real, calling the browser experience functional is being generous. It meant you were stuck trying to use an interface that was never, ever designed for spatial computing. It was clunky, and it kind of defeated the whole purpose of the Vision Pro in the first place. Okay, so with all this user frustration building up, something had to give, right? And this is where the story gets interesting, because we see this huge, surprising shift from YouTube's parent company, Google. So at first, their stance was pretty firm. No plans. And frankly, that was a massive letdown for anyone who just bought the device. It made you wonder, did they not believe in the platform? Was this some kind of strategic move? It definitely created this cloud of doubt and made people worry if other big developers were also just going to stay away.
And then, this happened. A YouTube spokesperson came out with this super brief but incredibly important statement. It confirmed a native app wasn't just some fantasy, it was officially on the roadmap. That was it. That was the first real sign that Google was taking this whole thing seriously.
So now that it's here, what's the big deal? What does this new app, this bridge to a proper spatial experience, actually give you?
And this chart just lays it all out, plain and simple. The difference is night and day. We're going from a clunky, frustrating interface to something sleek, designed from the ground up for Vision OS. We're going from maybe it works 360 video to full, awesome, immersive support. It's a gigantic leap. But here's the really cool part. These aren't just lazy ports of the iPad app. These are features designed specifically for the Vision Pro. Things like creating that darker environment to make it feel like you're in a movie theater. That's taking advantage of what makes this device so unique.
And look, let's be honest. The full native support for 360-degree video, that's the real game changer here. This is what the hardware was literally built for. It turns the Vision Pro from a fancy floating TV screen into a portal that can actually put you inside the content. It's pretty amazing.
But this is about so much more than just watching videos. The launch of an app this massive has these huge ripple effects. It's a signal, a big one, to the rest of the tech industry.
And that's really the bottom line here. When a company as big as Google decides to pour time and money into building a dedicated app for a brand new platform, that's a massive vote of confidence. It basically tells every other developer out there, hey, this thing is real. You should probably get on board.
And that vote of confidence creates this incredible ripple effect. You've got other big names like Netflix and Spotify who also skipped the launch. You know they're watching this. This could be the very thing that convinces them to jump in, which makes the device more valuable for everyone, which encourages more creators to make cool, immersive stuff. You see how it all connects.
Which leaves us with the big question. Look, one app isn't going to make or break a platform this ambitious, but it might just be the first and most important domino to fall. It could be the thing that pushes spatial computing one giant step closer to being mainstream. So what do you think? What comes next?